Hello everybody and welcome back into Scarecrow Gaming. Today is going to be the first episode of the Kerbal Space Program. So welcome to the Kerbal Space Agency. Now before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to Mike Aben, his channel. There'll be a link in the description. His amazing contract tutorials have really helped me out a lot, because this was a game that was really difficult for me to understand, but it's really cool and I really wanted to. So if this is a game you enjoy, then I really strongly suggest going and checking out and supporting his channel. With that being said, I'll be using a lot of what he taught me. I'll be lightly touching base on it. He offers way better instructions and tutorials and things like that. There's a few talking points that I'll discuss, but really beyond that, if you really want something in depth, his is going to be the channel to check out. So without further ado, we gonna do this. So here we are, everybody, at the Kerbal Space Agency. Got the runway, got the spaceplane hangar, got mission control, the vehicle assembly building, tracking station, research and development, the astronaut complex, and the administration building. Really not sure what that last one does. So first thing I want to do is I'd love for my people to be able to perform EEVAs. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We're going to pop into mission control, and it wants us to gather scientific data from Kerbin. We're going to go ahead and do that, but before the end of this video, we are going to launch our first vessel and escape the atmosphere. So, with that being said, yes, I know all about you. So with that being said, we're just going to take our Mark 1. We're going to take a goo canister. And do I have any other form of science? Not really. Okay, we're just going to launch you as is, because like I said, this one, it's not going anywhere. It serves a very specific function. We're going to observe the mystery goo, which isn't doing much right now. That will get us 6 science. We'll keep that experiment. We are going to do a crew report, which will get us another 3 science. We're going to keep that experiment. And then we are going to EVA. We're going to get a EVA report, which is 4.8 science. And then we are going to board. And then we are going to recover. And now we have 19 science. And we achieved our first goal. So now we're going to head back into mission control. Well, it gave us 2 science. Just 2 science. Launch our first vessel. There are things that I would like to do that I think is going to require because I want that, and that in and of itself requires 15 science, and it requires a heat shield. So maybe we're not going to do it in one fell swoop, but we are going to do something that is going to get us a ton of science. I'm gonna get this one for right now. Ooh. I can get that one. But I cannot do both. Nope, I can't do that one. Alright. So we're going to leave both of those alone for a moment. We're going to go back. We will do it in this video. I promise you that. Alright, so. Parachute. I like this to open at 0.2 pressure. Whatever that means. This is our command module. And we're just going to give this, we're just going to throw this little guy on there. Staging. This definitely needs to be staged differently. Its thrust to weight ratio is way too much. At surface level, we want it at about 1.3. And I'll go into that in more detail. 136 is good enough. And then we're going to stock it with science. Take a look at our center of gravity. Our aerodynamic overlay isn't the greatest. I'm going to throw a couple pins on here just for fun. Still not ideal, but we're not bringing you home. Where's our decoupler? There's our decoupler. Alright, make it just a little bit lighter. Right, so we need to take a look at again because we have changed its mass. 1.27, that's not too bad. So let's go ahead and just launch it. Not quite all working out the way that I had planned it, but I need more science for the biggie thingies. So we'll get a temperature display from right here. That'll get us 4.8 science. Observe goo. That doesn't get us very much at all. Crew report. Nothing. Alright, forget it. We're just going to launch it. How about flying over Kerbin? 14. Let's stabilize, buddy. Crew report. 7. Oh, did I do that already? Yes, I did. Oh, this is going all kinds of helter-skelter. But, you know what? I bet we'll land in an interesting biome. Oh, temperature? Nah. Let's get you back. Going to retrograde. Follow it. Follow it. We're going to go ahead and stage that. Let's get a crew report. No. Can I do an EVA? I did not think that was going to work. Good. Whoops. store, board. Oh, how about another 14? We might as well keep it. And there's our parachute opening up. We're gonna quick time this just a little bit. Oh boy. So our goal was to do the, first flight and escape the atmosphere in one fell swoop. It did not quite work out that way, but we are going to get a ton of science. So I will take that. Isn't there a way that we can see? Let's review stored data. Yeah, that was the EVA report. Okay. All right. So now let's EVA. Let's collect and collect and take and do an EVA report here and store and board. Uh-oh. I hope it wasn't anything important. Do one more crew report and then we're going to recover the vessel. Which, hey, gave us 66 science. So I guess, maybe doing things in order is a little bit better. So, now we're coming back in. And we have a mission to escape the atmosphere. I don't think we even made it above 13,000 feet. So, we're gonna get rid of this. Oh, no. Don't save. First, we need to go to the research and development. We need basic rocketry. We need survivability. Yeah, there we go. And you know what? Nah, we don't need those just yet. We have plenty to get it, but I don't think we need it quite yet. Ooh, I don't want to do it. Okay. Alright, so now we're coming back, and this is going to be the ship that gets us out of the atmosphere. First thing I want to do, remove this decoupler. Go into utility, no. Cargo, no. Communications, no. Thermal, no. Where is it? Ah, payload. Alright, the Science Junior. Gonna open that up. Eh, 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 eh. There we go. This dude made it look so easy. Okay. Alt. Click. Place another one. So how high are we going to get? Yeah, we'll place 3. Be nice. There we go. One day I'll figure this out. There we go. Nice. And stacked. Side by side. We're going to use the move tool here a little bit. Going to push that in. Push. Nope, not you. I'm going to turn the snap tool off. Alright, then we're going to click U. Move you in. Then we're going to click U. We're going to move you in. There we go. That should have everything looking all nice and neat. Alright, we'll add pressure mat. Pressure mat. Pressure mat. Oh no, what have I done? Someday. Someday I will be able to figure this out. I'm just going to alt click it. There we go. Okay, so we have 3 of those. Now all I really want to do here is move this over here. Another one. Another one. That is the crew hatch. So truth be told, I actually want to rotate this so that it's right underneath the door. That's another trick he had taught me. I'm going to go back to my place. Nothing is clipping. Perfecto. Okay, so now, first things first. We are leaving the atmosphere, going into a space, and therefore coming back. So, we're going to re-put our decoupler. Make sure that's still set the same way. We might use our mono propellant, so I'm going to keep that. Now, engines. We have the bigger engines now. We have the Hammer Solid Fuel Booster. Alright? So, this is going to be our space, or our in-space stage. It has a thrust to weight ratio of 3.92. That is a little on the heavy side. 2.0 for vacuum. It is going to be a little bit much. Actually, you know what? Just be safe. Let's call it altitude. All right. Okay. You can go away for right now. So, this is our second stage. All right. So now we add another decoupler. Another hammer. Now, one thing we are going to do is we are going to make it so that way when this decoupler detaches, this booster also fires. So let's check the rating of this booster here. Thanks again, Mike. You know, because in my test, your theory has actually worked out for me quite well. So, at sea level, We are looking for about 1.5. That's too little. $1.31. Let's make it as efficient as we possibly can. 1.34. That's going to be good enough for me. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the entire system. 1.3, 2.03, and that's going to be good. Now this is, I think, our delta V, 1,976 meters per second. We're going to need a lot more than that when it comes to getting into the atmosphere. What does that change anything if I do that? Start mass, start, end. Okay. All right. So what changed? There we go. Thrust to weight ratio. Add that on. Okay, so we're gonna hope that this works and gets us into orbit. Stabilize it. Center of mass. So as he's empty, this center of mass is going to change. Right. Aerodynamically, right, we want this ball, the aerodynamics display, under this ball. So right now, while everything is full, we're going to go ahead and we are going to add some fins to help stabilization. Now we can see that ball is well underneath. But now what happens when this tank empties? Or better yet, what happens when that tank goes away? Uh-oh. Alright. So, because we're going to be in a thinner atmosphere by the time that one lets go, we can... Where is our... Okay, I need you two to go away from it because you just got me all kinds of confused here. Let's back off a little bit. Why are my wings not showing up? Them wings are gonna fall off. Alright, let's try this. Why are we refusing to cooperate? Ah, I see. Whoops. Because... Okay. Okay. Now I'm tracking. Now, let's see if that's changed our delta V at all. Or our thrust weight ratio. Well, 1.3. 2.1. Okay. So as I had stated, we want this to fire at the same time this one drops. Okay. Dear viewers, let's call this the Houdini. Mark 1. Just in case. And we're going to launch it. Now, because we have so much Where's the front? There we go. Open. Because we have so much new data here, we're going to log the pressure here. That's worth 7 science. Right? But I want to pin these experiments over here, and then these ones I should be able to grab up just fine. So another key thing that he had taught me was like with the head controls ASW, D, E, and Q. Looking at your, if you look at the controls, are never going to change. Does that look wonky? That looks wonky. Maybe it's just me, but that looks like one wonky rocket. But okay, it's never right. It's always going to be the same, no matter what way you've got your camera oriented towards your rocket, right? So bear that in mind. And a lot of streamers say, you know, look at your nav ball, not your rocket. So let's pin you over here too, just to be safe. Well, actually, I'm not going to need to. So let's see what we come up with, guys. Anything else? Turn on SAS. And let's go. So far, so good. Nah. Log temperature data. Nah. One thing I forgot to do, though. Alright, that stage is gone. Open. I forgot in the log pressure data. We're going to pin this one over, and we're going to pin this one over, and now we're going to close these doors. Alright, let's see. What's our apoaxis at? 49, 60. Is our mystery goo yet? Yeah, okay. That's out of fuel. Alright, we can get rid of that now. Go away. Alright. Let's log that. Yes. Let's log that. Yes. Let's get a crew report. Yes. Then once we get into deep space, or high, I'm going to get rid of that. Now we're going to observe that one. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to get rid of that one. Okay. Observe. Yes. I might be doing things out of order here, but I think things got a little waylaid on me. Let's do a crew report. No. Let's do an EVA. Oh, what's going on here? EVA report. 16. Okay. Now we're just going to board. Close. Alright, our Apple axis, as you can see right here, 118 kilometers, which is way beyond what we needed to get to. But hey, we did it. Right, keep this pointed retrograde here. Gosh, you know, with the added weight, I do hope that the parachute can... let's see, can I reset? Oh, yeah, that was the whole point of the EVA. Was because Jebediah can reset help. Oh, I really wish there was a way to pause this. Push it a little bit. Try pushing it a little bit. No. I did not think about that. Take data, log pressure, log pressure, log pressure, okay. Board, just board. Log pressure? Yeah. Okay. Now, stabilize this bloody thing. No, close that. Boy, these things are... That's 16 science. Alright, so we are coming back down now. So we want to point that back towards retrograde. I wanted to do an EVA report earlier. Can I? EVA report. Yeah, okay. Board. Before things start going haywire, let's make sure the butt end of this is pointed in the right direction. Oh no. And oh no, I just hope something didn't fly off. So what's our elevation above sea level? Not that much different, so I'm not overly concerned about the differences to when the chute's going to deploy, but just for funsies, we're going to go ahead and pull it now. Yay! Ooh, that is always kind of sketchy. Always kind of sketchy. Recover the vessel. And we earned 174 science. Whew. Got 9,337 funds from recovered parts. Now let's talk about the... So there are a lot let's see, we got about 63,000, 64,000 for all of that. 12, almost 13, rounded up to 13, 6. So we've made pretty good money just off of getting these contracts done in and of themselves. The next things that I'm going to focus on in the next video, I'm not going to do I hate these test missions. Aben has a whole lot of tutorials on these. I struggle with them. The conduct focus temperature survey and observational surveys, I find those require planes. I suck at building planes. So again, I'm really going to rely on Mike Aben's tutorial for that. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this a success. And again, shout out to Mike Aben. And again, his channel will be linked in the description. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, check out my Facebook and my Patreon. And I hope to see y'all in episode 2. If Jeremiah is not too shaken up. But we might send Valentina. We'll find out. Anyway, have a great day, guys.